What's going on, Alabama fans? We are back with you guys here today doing a little too early preview for the Rose Bowl College Football Playoff Round 2. Alabama taking on Indiana. I apologize for my voice kind of, being gone at this point. We're filming this video right after we put out our instant reaction video to Alabama's win versus Oklahoma last night. But early line for this game, Indiana, a 6.5-point favorite in the Rose Bowl. Going to be on January 1st, by the way. Little 4 o'clock Eastern time kickoff for that ball game. Indiana, the number 1 team in the country. This is going to be a very, very tough matchup between Alabama and Indiana because a lot of people, I feel like, look at Indiana and they think about offense, but man, very, very good defense as well. So I want to hear from you guys down inside the comment section. You can be honest with me, or you could just have some hopium. You could just cheer on the Crimson Tide here. Type A if you think Alabama's going to win the Rose Bowl, or type I if you think Indiana will win that game. It's a very tough matchup, like I said. Indiana 13-0 on the season, and I'll be completely honest with you, I was not an Indiana truther going into this season, really, until they beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game. That was really the game where I gave them some credit. You know, they did also go to Oregon and win a very, very close game in that one as well. There's another one. You can talk about Penn State not being a very good team this year, but still a very gritty win on the road. Look, if Alabama went to Penn State on the road and came away with a victory like Indiana came away with a victory, we would say that was probably a pretty good win, right? So it's a very good team. Fernando Mendoza, the Heisman winner, number 1 overall seed in the college football playoffs. What can you say about Fernando Mendoza? This guy has been absolutely electric this year. 39 touchdowns to only 6 interceptions on the season. Hasn't necessarily thrown the ball a lot, but for a lot of yards anyways, but that completion percentage is really high. And they got a couple guys running the rock who are really, really good as well. Roman Hemby, almost 1,000 yards on the season. Really the thing that pops out to me about these Indiana running backs right now, they use all of them pretty much, outside of Kobe Martin. He's got, about half the carries there as the other 2 guys, but still 6 touchdowns for Roman Hemby. Keelan Black, 7 touchdowns for him, 6 touchdowns as well for Kobe Martin. Every single one of these guys averaging over 5 yards per carry. That is super impressive if you ask me. And these just playmakers all around the football on this Indiana offense. Their leading receivers, Omar Cooper, he's the one that got the little toe tap down against Penn State. He's been their number 1 wide receiver all this year. Really, him and Elijah Sarrett, I believe it's Surratt. That's how you pronounce his name there. Those 2 guys have been absolutely electric when it comes to, being their leading touchdown getters, but still, Charlie Becker has had an incredible year as well. This is going to be a tough matchup for, Alabama's defense going against this Indiana offense, and vice versa as well. Hopefully, Alabama can get that run game going because this Indiana defense, we'll talk about here in just a second, they are a very tough unit. All right, if you guys need some new Alabama football gear, you can go right there, chatsports.com/BamaSEC. If you order today, you can get your order before Christmas. Don't know how long that's going to end up lasting. It's only 5 days left until Christmas now, so make sure you get your orders today. Absolutely love that jacket. You can get some college football playoff gear, but if you just need a new Alabama polo, you can get it all here just by going to chatsports.com/BamaSEC. Love the fact that, here in the past year or so, they brought back that Block A. That's probably my favorite Alabama logo. You can get it all just by going to chatsports.com/BamaSEC. And, me and my family, we weren't necessarily, pajamas on Christmas Eve type of family. But, hey, I know a lot of people are. My fiance and her family are. I'm sure I'm going to get a, new pair of pajamas this year to wear on Christmas Eve, from her or, from her mom or something like that. So if you guys are a pajamas family on Christmas Eve, you can get your Alabama Christmas pajamas today. Ton of gear over on the Fanatics website. Ton of Alabama gear. You got some sales stuff going on there as well. That link, by the way, going to be down at the pinned comment of today's show. Also going to be down in the description of today's show as well. All right, let's get into just a couple what to watch for this 2025 Rose Bowl. Number one, it's going to be a quarterback matchup between Ty Simpson and Fernando Mendoza. Ty Simpson has, he played a little bit better last night. He took care of the football, and that was the one thing that we asked Ty Simpson to do, was take care of the football, and he did it. Now, Fernando Mendoza has also done a very good job taking care of the football, does have those 6 interceptions, but has not fumbled, or at least lost a fumble so far this year. He plays with a lot of confidence. He plays with a lot of poise. And, this is going to be a very, very tough matchup. Ty Simpson was a betting favorite at one point to win the Heisman Trophy. Ended up losing it, in the back half of the season, really after Halloween. Ty Simpson's play kind of started to drop off a little bit, and Fernando Mendoza really took the bull by the horns there. So, shout out him. He's been an incredible story for this Indiana team. Alabama's defense definitely has their work cut out for them in just a couple weeks. Make sure you guys are subscribed right here to the Alabama Football Report. We are trying to track down the Michigan Football Report to be the #1 college football channel here at Chat Sports. We hit 36,000 subscribers during our watch party last night. So appreciate every single one of you guys who did subscribe. And let's catch them, man. I am trying to catch them by the time the season ends. Really, by the time the year ends, if, we got to have that one extra day during that Rose Bowl watch party, I guess that's totally fine too. But make sure you guys stay up to date on all things Crimson Tide news. We're live for every single Alabama game, and we're also going to be doing a lot of, whether it's injury updates, recruiting updates, 2027 class, really, getting into the swing of things here. Some guys are, making their commitments early on here. So transfer portal also coming up here in just a couple weeks as well. So make sure stay up to date on all things Crimson Tide news. We got free videos for you guys right here on the channel. All right, what to watch for number 2. I told you guys, this Indiana team, when people think about Indiana, I feel like a lot of the time they just think about Indiana's offense, but their defense this year has by far been one of the best in college football. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, who has Indiana played this year? Well, they did a good job versus Ohio State. USC, you can talk all you want about USC. Their offense is still pretty good. They had a really good quarterback this year as well, and they even did a good job versus Oregon as well in that game. Had a couple late interceptions in that game to end up icing it. They are only giving up 10 points per game. That's really freaking good, and especially against like Julian Sayin. He was also a Heisman finalist. That Ohio State offense, with Jeremiah Smith, Carnell Tate, they held those guys to only 10 points, I think it was, in that Big Ten championship game. That was a very, very tight game as well. So they got some dogs. They got some dogs on this defense. They absolutely fly around. You talk about their defensive line. You talk about their linebackers. When you have 4 different guys with double-digit TFLs, that's impressive in his own right. But Stephen Bailey, my God, 19 TFLs. This guy is absolutely electric. One of the best defensive players in college football. Linebackers right there, Isaiah Jones and, Hardy. Those guys have been really, really good as well. So they definitely got their work cut out for them, just like they did in that Oklahoma game. Hopefully, the offensive line can, continue to just give Ty Simpson a little bit of time to get the football away. And even if he does, they've got some really, really good guys on the back end as well. Just take a look at their 2 safeties here, Luis Moore and Amir Farrell. Both of these guys in the back end have been electric for this Indiana defense. Combined, they have 10 interceptions and 9 pass breakups. They've been really, really good, and hopefully Alabama can get that run game going, because it might be tough to end up throwing the ball with some consistency against this Indiana, back end. What to watch for number 3? Alabama's got to start off faster than what they did versus Oklahoma. I just do not think you can get down 17-0 against this Indiana team and find your way back. I mean, maybe you can, but it's definitely going to be very, very tough. So Whether it is, just starting out, it's going to be a, battle of field position, just like it was in that Oklahoma game as well. You just simply have to start off faster. You cannot get down against this Indiana team. Hopefully, Ty Simpson and the offense can, really get it together. You have, math here, 10, 13 days to 11 days, something like that, to get a little bit more healthy. Jam Miller was a little bit more healthy in this game. Josh Cuevas yesterday, was able to make some big plays there. So hopefully they can get some guys just a little bit healthier before that game versus Indiana.